Hi, good morning and good evening, everyone. For example, today we'll see about args and license. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So, in one arg, multiple users will be there, right? In one arg, we'll have access. This statement is right, correct? Is this correct or true or false? The statement is true or false?
Yes, true.
One arg will be accessed by multiple users. So we have seen what is arg. Arg means creating arg means allocating memory space. So how this memory space is allocated? So based on the client country in the corresponding region. They allocate memory space in an instance. It is correct, right? It is the same way or different?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now, purchasing license is whose responsibility is purchasing license? Client or IT company or developer? Who purchase license?
Client.
Okay, client. So how client will know? He will have a complete understanding of Salesforce or he will approach IT companies or IT companies approaches client. Who approaches client? Client approaches IT companies or IT companies approaches client?
Client approaches IT companies.
So client have some business requirement. For what? To automate business process, right? They want to automate business process. They have some business requirement. How we will know that? How IT companies will know that? Our client will directly approach IT companies, and there can be two ways, right? Client may approach IT company or company can approach client. Possibility is two ways, right?
Yeah.
So how this formula works? Marketing cloud concepts you have seen, right? We have discussed in the marketing cloud. Marketing team conducts campaigns. They generate leads, right? This is one of the process. Or else client have requirement. Even though they have requirement, they search for IT companies from whom they can fulfill their requirement, right? This is useful for project. When you are explaining project, many people have problem in explaining project. They will ask, they will send resume and asking how to explain this project. Explaining project is nothing. Explaining what is there to explain project? We have to understand functionality. So we are working on a project for the same functionality now. We are designing now, right? We are at architect stage now. We are designing that for this week we were designing. Next week we will move into development. And yesterday I have seen 2-3 people asked me how to explain this project. Explaining project is nothing but understanding functionality. If you understand marketing cloud functionality, same functionality you will apply in your resume. Here, client will search for it. They find some companies, right? In internet or Google. They find some companies, right? So that they fill form or they chat with some marketing executive in the charter, right? So now here, what is source of lead? What is source of lead?
Web. From web.
Web lead. Or from a campaign, right?
Yeah.
If we conduct any campaign, it can be from here. Or might be that lead might be somewhere, that source might be he's using some other product related to this only, related to whatever his requirement is. He using that product. His warranty is going to expire for that product. That time he will become lead to us or not, because he is into the same product. Understand? Getting? For example, he is using some .NET product. His licensing and warranty, so warranty or maintenance period is going to expire, right? During that time, can we approach them as a Salesforce developer company? Can we approach them? We can make the same product in Salesforce. It have these features. Like that, we can explain them, right?
Yeah.
So here, warranty extension. This is also lead source, right?
Yeah.
Like this, we have different lead sources. I'm explaining our current project, how it goes. So what they will tell, what our client is saying is, we have lead sources from different areas, from these 3 areas. So we need one application. That application should capture these leads, and it should be send to sales team. From sales team, they will sell the product. From there, whatever services are required, service team provides service. They approached us. Now, what to do? By seeing this, our CRM application, with our CRM application, Salesforce CRM, can do this entire process or not? Salesforce CRM can do this entire process or not?
Yeah.
If Salesforce CRM can do entire process, we are into Salesforce. So what is our next step? They said their requirement. What is our next step? They said this is our requirement. As a Salesforce developer or administrator or architect or Salesforce company owner, what is your next step?
You have to create application objects.
Directly you will create or you will do something.
So we have to ask for the logo and everything.
So you are thinking at developer level. Okay. Now, what organizations thinks? What they need? What organizations will do? They need resources, right? What resources they need? They need an architect, right?
Yeah.
And they need developers also, right? Developers are admins. So this is not only handling project. For any project, this video is useful to explain. If you have this understanding, it is easy for you to answer any kind of application. So they gather these resources. Now, as an IT company, we have decided we need architect. What architect will do? Design, right? You have to design application or not? Right? You are at 4-5 years level of experience. They ask these questions or not?
Yeah.
So one architect designs the application, and while designing the application, he speaks with client many times, right?
Yeah.
To understand the complete requirement. These 3 words are not enough, right?
Yeah.
So for this, we have made one video. I think you saw it or not, I don't know. One video is there. I think this one. Yeah. If you go, you saw this video? In this video, all steps are explained. I don't want to explain all those things right now. If you see this, you can understand how to explain in project. If you get any business requirement, how you can achieve that. Even I have attached that video, I think, in the morning email. So they design the product and they have to explain functionality, right? They have to explain functionality. If you click on some button, where it goes?
2 दिन आपको संभालना पड़ेगा.
They
ये
have,
मोहन तो है नहीं ना, मोहन तो है नहीं ना. Okay.
they have to explain functionality to client. After explaining the functionality, they will go for implementation, right?
Yeah.
In the implementation, whoever is architect, he will explain to developers, right? Developers and admins. Then they start technical documentation and then coding. After that, it goes to testing. This process will happen. Before happening this process, as an IT company, we have to estimate budget, right? And we have to estimate budget. In that budget, detailed information should be there. In that information, we have to tell client which license has to be purchased, right?
Yeah.
So which version, which edition they have to purchase? Which version? Srini, which version they have to purchase? Puneet, which version client has to purchase?
Unlimited.
Yeah, everybody have idea, right? Srini, Puneet, Hemant, Lakshmi, Harshini, Geeta, Vivek, Basangova, Geeta,
Yeah.
Amala. So
Yeah.
they have to buy unlimited edition, right?
Yeah.
So what is the cost of unlimited edition?
300.
So now this unlimited edition is per user, right?
Yeah.
Per user per month. Billed annually. Yesterday we have discussed this. So organization has decided we need total 10 resources to develop the application, including project manager, architect, developer, admin. So including all and 10 resources required. How many people they use other side? This is for developer side, right? Client side. How many they need? They will ask, okay, 5 people are going to access or 10 people are going to access this application. As a 10 end users using the application from client side. Somebody have a lot of background noise. 10 end users using the application. So total how many?
Total 20 users.
20 users, right? So 20 users, how much total?
300 into 12 into 20.
72,000, right?
Yeah.
Per annum.
Yeah.
So we will tell client take purchase org from Salesforce for 20 users with unlimited edition. Right? This is done or not? So they have purchased license. They have purchased unlimited edition, right? Unlimited edition for 20 users. Now they created org, right? They created org for Toyota. Like, let us assume our client is Toyota. They created org for Toyota. Now, what is the next step?
Create users.
So now client have one user, right? First they give for one user access, right?
Yeah.
He is the system administrator. One person must be there from their side who takes care of all these things, right? Then from IT company, we say, okay, give access to our project manager. These are his details. We send mail to them. They will give access, right? So what they will do? They create user, right? They create user or not?
Yeah.
With which profile they will create user?
System admin.
So our PM will create one more user. So this access, we need to get approval from client for every user. We need to get approval from client because all these details, our client will have our details or not, who is working with us. Everything they will have, right?
Yeah.
They do all background verification and this person is they do so many things, right, while giving the project. So once client will understand these are the people in our team, he regularly have client interviews, right?
Yeah.
With that, one person, admin or developer, he will start taking care of user management, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or from client side, he will be there. He will be taking care of user management. Or if they say, okay, from IT company, we'll have one person who is taking care of user management. So this person, now license is ready. Now user management we have to do. Along with user management, what we have to do? Along with user management. Next is profiles. Profile is what? Profile defines what? Profile defines what?
Either admin or developer or architect.
What is meaning of profile?
It defines the visibility of the objects, fields, access.
Access level or visibility, right?
Yeah.
For example, in your profile, if you say, in your profile, if you define, give 1 to access. I am just explaining example. Don't think what is 1 to. In profile 1, they can see only 1 to, right? In profile 2, if they give access for 1.3, they can see 1.3 related features only. Like this, based on the profile, this profile can be assigned to multiple users or not.
Yeah.
Profile can be assigned to multiple users. One user can have multiple profiles or not.
One user can have only one profile, right? Only one profile.
Like I want to give
उन लोग को समझ में आएगा ना.
now, if a user need these two access, what is the solution?
We can assign one profile, which is the least level, and we can create one permission set and assign it to the user on top of the profile.
And one more thing, what you have to understand: license, user management, and profiles, permission sets. By using permission set, we can give access, right? It is also used to give access. And one more thing we have to understand is sharing and security. No, my mobile data is also finished, I think so. Okay, so we have to complete these concepts. We need to have clear understanding. Like yesterday we have discussed about 10 topics, and these 5 topics also we need to have clear understanding. With this, our basic sessions will be finished. So from August 2nd, from Tuesday, our advanced sessions will be started with Swapna.
So in advanced session, the flows, workflows, and everything will be taught.
Yeah. Workflow, flows, process builder, all automation. We have not entered into automation till now.
Okay.
So these concepts we need to understand. So I am stopping here for today. tomorrow